back to Let's Play Unreal World RPG. So as you remember last time, our character died to a lucky shot in the eye from an enjoi. I really wasn't expecting that to happen. I probably should have been a bit more conservative and just head back to my base. But, when enjoi present themselves to me, I mean, it looked pretty promising, considering the amount of skill that I had with the spear and the knife. So, I mean, it looked like pretty promising. If I could have gotten to that guy, it wouldn't have been a problem to kill him. But, you know, things happen, and that's the beauty of a roguelike. So I'm just happy to start a new character, and yeah. So let's head right in. Create a character, custom. Our character will be Matithus. I don't know. I just made it up. So we're going to be Drickalainen, because they are like a city folk. They don't really get too many useful skills. That's a new picture. We'll use that one. But they don't really get too many. What do we want to do? Winter? We'll start with spring. So we want to get a role where we're not going to have too good of stats. That should be a pretty good roll. I mean, we have a lot of will. We have a decent amount of strength. That should be a good, our agility is really low, but that should be a good role for the character that I want to play. And I'm going for a really hard character this time, so let's continue. We got the general sacrifice and the sacrifice for a catch, which is good because we're going to be doing a lot of fishing, especially in the beginning, to get our food. So that's very good. Ooh, excuse me, I keep banging my desk. But, okay, we are not very skilled at anything, which is what I wanted. We are a very good builder, though. That is going to help us a ton. We need to raise up our fishing as much as we can, get a 40% fishing there. We can take herblore out. Maybe we can't. Put one in hide working, so that way we don't screw up hides, so that we can manage to get one in timbercraft, so that way we can actually chop stuff down. Okay, this is going to be a really tough character to play on. Let's see. We could go in for a sword, skill, and... Going for a survival skill. Alright, I think that's pretty good, but yeah, we've got a couple of things that we can rely on. Our sword skill and our fishing. So we do have two things to kind of rely on, but other than that, we're pretty much a useless character. So this is going to be a really tough challenge for me to turn this guy around. Oh, that's a new picture. But yeah, it's going to be really tough, and I'm going to really enjoy turning this character around. It's going to be amazing. Let's see. Let's turn on the culture thing. Let's re-randomize the world. I want the culture zones to be a bit bigger. Okay, this map has a lot of freaking waterways, which is not what I want. There's a Drickalainen area out there. That's weird. Let's see. Randomize, 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 randomize. If we could get right in that northern area, right there. Yeah. That's actually a really good spawn. Well, let's see. We could go with this. We'll be right next to the Steel Tribe. I'm not sure that they sell anything good, but, we're definitely not going to be towards the more industrialized, settled areas. Let's see. Old camp, fishermen. See, I wanted to do fishermen, but I want to do also a really hard start out. See, fisherman would be a really good one. Runaway slave. We did runaway slave last time, I think. We'll do fishing trip this time. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. For as long as you can remember, you had been eager to take part in the hunting trips that the men of your home village regularly made. One day, you were old enough to do so, and eagerly awaited the departure of the new hunting party. You left with your father and a few other hunters and traveled further and further away, as the game you were tracking didn't seem to follow their usual annual course. After a week, your father decided to take you back home, and satisfied that you had managed to get a few good kills, you agreed. The rest of the men continued the trip. You and your father had been heading back home for 2 days when you found a fresh, half-eaten elk carcass. Unwilling to encounter the beast, you changed your course a bit. Didn't get you very far, though. As your father, walking before you, stopped. "Wait, I think I heard something," he said. You knelt down, heard throbbing, and watched as your father silently sneaked ahead and finally disappeared behind a big tree. The forest was very silent for a moment. Then a cry of your father was mixed with the sound of an attacking beast. You jumped to your feet and started to run towards the noise. You found your father lying on the ground and bleeding badly. "Son, you must go on. It's, your father whispered. Then he was gone. So, yeah. The bear, I'm pretty sure, can still be around in this. The second course, I believe, is the one that we're going to want. The world must surely teach one. Wow, that's new. That wasn't there before, but alright. So, yeah. This is going to be a really, really tough character. And I really hope we don't get instantly mauled by this bear. We have to keep an eye out for the bear. We're not going to try to go after it and hunt it, because that would be an option. That would definitely be an option, but I don't think I'm up for it. Where's the body? Where's the body? Is it up there? I thought it would spawn us right next to the body, but apparently it didn't. Oh, there he is. Okay. Alright, so, grab the hand axe, all of his stuff. It's going to be very useful to us. We are not playing in the winter, but we do need to keep an eye out here. We're going to butcher his corpse. 31 edible cuts, that's very good. Very, very good. Now, there's a rowan tree right here. We want to be careful still. We want to peel the bark off the tree. How do we do that? Is it the timber crafting? Yes, it is. Okay. So we'll peel this off the tree. We'll wear our father's mittens. Okay, now we're warm again. We're getting the bark off of that tree. So, did get mauled by the bear. Our character is very unskilled, though, which is going to be a huge problem. Actually, I might build my house over here. It needs to be near the water, though, so we're going to have to travel all the way north until we hit water. Rye bread. So, yeah, we have to travel all the way north until we hit some water. There's water. Fill our skin and take a drink. Water! You can stay alive without food for weeks, but unless you have water, you'll die of dehydration in days. Getting a closer look. So we're actually, oh, there's an elk already, but we really don't have any hunting skill to go after him, or the tools to go after him, so we won't do that. But let's get up here. Picking up. Let's see, we need to drop something, and pick it up. Make a fire. It's very simple. Oh, wow, there's already, right, in the last update, they did add fallen trees to the map, so that's good. We'll build a fire for the night, I guess. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for us to start fires, considering our survival skill is very, very low, but, oh my god. Yeah, this is actually really bad. Okay. Alright. We need to do some cookery. I got a pike. Okay, let's roast just the human fat for right now, so that way we can get that. Now, let's go to bed. Well, we woke up midday. So, let's see. We need to chop down these trees and make a shelter. Do it yourself. What is that? Game course. Game course. What's the game course? F5. We need to make ourselves an item. We'll make a staff, since we already have the lumber to make it. Just one. Fishing. It's our next task. We're actually going to be doing most of the game courses that we can do. So, oh, yes! Alright! Wow, I didn't think that would... We just got a fishing rod, which is probably the most important thing that we need, since we're a fisher. So, yeah. Wow, we got a fishing rod for that. That's actually really useful. That is extremely useful to us. Okay, let's see if we can make a fire. I don't know if we are gonna be able to. Making a fire with this survival skill is really hard. Okay, so let's roast up some of these cuts in the pike. We could drop the human cuts. These are most likely gonna go bad. I don't want them to go bad, but most likely they will. We'll drop our preserved meat over here. The smoked, dried stuff right there. Because we need to save some of that. Wow, that's really great that that gave us a fishing rod. We're set now, basically. All we have to do is catch stuff now. I think we should cook the rest of these human cuts. I don't know. But, we're gonna cook the rest of them. Oh, our fire went out. Alright. I guess we couldn't cook 11 of them, but whatever. So, I guess that really wasn't a hard start. It's just, we're gonna have to deal with our character basically having no skills at all. And that's going to be very difficult, especially when we try to hunt and kill stuff. That's not going to work very well. We're going to have to find another way to get stuff. Because hunting is really not going to be a viable option to get anything, especially with the amount of skill that we have. It's not going to be worth even trying, really. So, let's see, the game events. Fishing. Okay, so we can actually do some fishing, active fishing with the fishing rod. Cancel it, yes. Do we get the game course? Fishing. Maybe I need to try. Maybe I needed to finish the whole fishing session? I don't know. Or do I need to actually catch something? No, I don't. Okay. Shelter in the woods. Next thing that we need to do. So we'll cut some branches off the tree. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to practice up our survival skill a ton. There we go. Shelter made. Next thing we have to do is an incantation. We'll do the general sacrifice of some human meat. Actually, we'll... I don't know if that'll make them angry, but I really hope it doesn't. General sacrifice. Human meat. Hope that doesn't make them mad, but alright. Tracking. Won't be able to do that. Killing. Definitely not. Building a catch. A companion and a domestic animal. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to do much of this. You have improved your tracking skill. By how much? It's still amateur, yeah. Okay. So, we've got a bit of food, and we can do some messing around here. What I want to do is start... Already, right off the bat, start soaking some of these branches. And I just realized that I don't have music on this episode. But we will have music back next episode. Heck, I could even turn it on right now. Actually, I'll turn it on right now. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Sorry for that. So yeah, right off the bat, we're already going to make these. They're going to help us a ton. Soak branches 5. And then we could do 4. Yes, okay. Okay, dokey. Now what do we need to do? I suppose chop down some trees, do a bit of timber working. Actually, we can chop down 3 trees to go ahead and try to get us... Oh, wow. Fatigue is going to be also a very big problem, since it's taking us 2 hours to get all of our fatigue gone. But we'll go ahead and get up 3 tree trunks here. And we're also going to need another one for a working space, which we will get. We'll use this one right here that we just chopped down. That'll be our working bench. We'll put it over here with our soaking branches. Alright, so this is a really good start, in my opinion. That pike might go bad, though, which is what I'm fearing. Alright, so these tree trunks right here are going to be for our raft. We also need to chop down another one for boards. Or is it a bowl? Do we need blocks? I think we might need blocks for it. I don't know. No, that's for the shovel. But we will also need a shovel. So we'll get these processed up into boards if we can. I really hope yes, we can. But it's going to take a while. So yeah, this character, we'll actually be playing this character for a very long time. And we're also going to, I don't know if cutting down branches off of trees actually improves your survival skill, but it is in the survival thing, so I assume it would, but I assume as well that making fires is going to give me the most out of all of them. So we can actually make these into cords right now, so we're going to do that. And we'll do 2 for right now, or maybe can we do another 2? Try 1. Yeah, we can do another 2. Alright, let's get some sleep. There we go. Probably take 3 hours maybe. Maybe more. Yep, 5 hours to make those. Now let's drop our inferior ones in a separate pile, because we don't want to have to use the inferior primitive cords unless we have to. We're also going to be making stone knives to go to the village and trade for. If we can get anything, but if we can make it so it's not inferior, it'll be good to trade. So we will be doing that to get some food if we have to, get some other useful items, but I don't think we're going to need food as of right now, so we won't use the inferior ones for the raft, since, you know, we want a light raft. We really want a light raft. So there we go, and we'll go ahead and get us transport a paddle. There we go. It's inferior, but hey, still works. We'll go ahead and drop that in our boat. Wow, we walk really slow when we are fatigued. Hey, look, how fast do we walk? 3 kilometers an hour. That's very slow. Not what I'm used to, but we can still get through it. So let's chop down some slender trees to go ahead and get some firewood here. Be chopping down most of them in the area. And this time I'm going to be building my house a bit closer to the ocean. So that way it's not such a pain to get the logs into my house. I don't know if I could build uphill, if that would work. But I tend to build on flat areas. But right here, I mean, that would be a decent place for like a long type of house. It would work as a decent place for a house. And I wouldn't have to push the logs too far. But a house isn't anywhere near in the future, so... before we actually attack Najurpes, I'm probably not going to go out for any Najurpes using this character. It's basically going to be a death trap, since how little skill I have in dodging. It's going to be a death trap. An absolute death trap, so... probably won't be doing that. Let's see. Weapons. Primitive stone knife. We need 2 rocks. Rock. We'll gather up a couple of them. And I'm pretty sure we need branches after that, so... okay, we need tire equipment. Alright, so we'll make these. See how that works for us. A primitive stone knife of decent quality. Alright, so we can actually make a useful trading item. If they didn't nerf these. Need 1 more rock. And we'll make 1 last one with the last primitive cord that we've got. We've also got to set up a few more cords or branches to be soaked right now. We'll get 200 of them. Cording is really going to be an important part here, especially for our trading. Okie dokie. Soak the branches. Make 10 of them. What just happened to my branches? Okay then. Did I move the branches out of like... okay, I did. Oh, excuse me. There's an elk there. That'd be really good if we could actually hunt, but can't, so... we'll go into this... a capercaille. Not interested in hunting at this moment. Not at all, so... we're gonna look for a village over here, a Seal Tribe village. Looking for a Seal Tribe village. Looking for a Seal Tribe village. There's a forest reindeer. Cave. Where was that at? It's gotta be down here somewhere. Yup, right there. There's a town. It's pretty isolated. No farms. Nothing really. I don't think there's gonna be any permanent settlements here or stores. We're mostly gonna have to trade to people. Yeah, see. Let's see. Can we talk to this guy and trade? No, he doesn't have anything for us. Maybe this guy. He looks like the huntsman, though he doesn't have anything. He's a hunter. You don't have anything? Okay then. Do you have anything? Okay, dokie. Maybe these guys are actually going to be useless as far as trading goes. Oh no. What happens if... are these for sale? I don't want them to get all pissed. Okay, yeah, they're unpaid. So can we actually... ooh, dried... Ooh. Okay, Drop the smoked breams. Let's get the dried breams. Let's see. Can we pay? Okay, let me think again. Let's grab all the dried stuff that we can and try and trade for it. Can we do that? Okay, no we can't. Let's see. Let's try dropping the salmons and see if we can trade then. Offer. Permanent stomach. Okay, we can't. So we'll try dropping 4 of those. I want to try to get as many as I can with these knives. We'll definitely be coming back with more knives in the near future to get more of this crap. We want as much preserved food as possible. Okay, there we go. We will be back, boys, and yes. We'll also probably be making some fur clothing because it's going to be better than these linen. Oh, actually, we do have fur clothing. We have a woolen cloak. Actually, our clothing is pretty decent. Yeah, our clothing's really good, actually. Wow, 32 preserved breams. That's good. That's extremely good. So I guess this isn't going to be too hard of a character, considering how much I've played this game and died, and I know a bit about what I'm doing now. A lot more than when I started this Let's Play. But it's going to be a hard character skill-wise. We don't want to eat all of these. It didn't make a freaking map marker over here, though. Which is a problem. Because it needs to make a map marker. We need to make a shelter back here, I think. That's how it works. Now it should show up on the map? Yes, it does. Okay. See, these are our preserved cuts over here. We'll drop 25 of these. And we'll pick up the smoked crap. We will be eating most of that. Now we need to chop down a tree and actually build blocks out of it. So that way we can make a shovel. And that way we can make a cellar to actually store the dried meat so it doesn't go bad before winter or during winter. Because if it goes bad during winter, we're pretty much screwed. We don't want any of our preserved crap, anything, to go bad during winter. So we need to go ahead and make these into blocks. Okie dokie, there we go. And let's go ahead and drop freaking branches and twigs and stuff like that. We can also drop some of these barks, 2 of those. Keep one on us at all times is what I like to do. Alright, so let's make a shovel, and then we'll continue to... actually, the shovel might take a bit longer. Yeah, we might only be able to make a set of 5 primitive cords today. Let's see. Utility articles, primitive cord 5. Okay, so we'll go about that for 5 hours maybe. Because it took us 5 hours last time. Might be a little shorter. Maybe 5 hours exactly. No, a little bit more this time. 6 hours. Oh, but we did attain decent cording, so that's good. Okay, we need to make 5 of these again, right off the bat when we wake up. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm also all better. I don't know if I said that before, but I'm all better now. It's great, so. My nose is actually a lot cleared up. I mean, it's still a little bit stuffy, but that usually happens, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so what do we need for a cellar? 6 tree trunks and 6 boards. Okay, so we'll get those, and then we need 10 stones, I believe it said. So we will go to the mountain right here and grab us some stones. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I'm focused every time I record an episode, and this character should be fine. And not record it while I'm absolutely tired, because that's a very stupid idea I learned. Very stupid idea. Okay, so let's drop the stones. I believe we will build it faster if we actually drop. Okay, there. I scared myself there. Build the cellar. All right. Things are going absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it takes 2 hours for us to get rid of all of our fatigue. Which is a bit long, but it's alright. Drop all of our preserved crap in there. That should be good until winter, or even longer. So we do have cords now. We need to go up back to the mountain and gather up some stones. Gather up as many as we can see. Oh, I didn't mean to grab the stone. I'm gonna grab the rocks. We need 11, I think. That should be enough to buy us all the preserved food in their town. Okay, let's see. Weapon. Oops. Okie dokie. This will probably take us all of tomorrow to get all the knives done. Not a problem, though. The payoff is going to be great. So yeah, I think we should be doing pretty good this character then. We're off to a great start. We're really nutritious right here in the beginning. Oh, actually, we might not get it done tonight. Took us a little bit of tomorrow as well. We might have to eat some of those dried bear cuts to be good. Ah, stupid TeamSpeak making noises. Should probably go mute that. Don't have anything to eat. Take one dried bear cut. Let's take our knives and let's go ahead and do some trading. We only have one rough one, which is very good. We just gotta make a straight run to the left. Settlement comes into view. Won't be checking that one because we already know that the other one has it, so let's go straight to that one. There's a traveler. Shut up, Steam! There's the village. Dried roaches, actually, those are going to be worth our money. Dried breams, all going to be worth our money. Smoked bear cuts. Do you guys have more? You guys have any more? I'm going to go search and see if you have more. got some nets and stuff like that, but it's really all. Yeah. Actually, I might end up checking that other village because these guys don't have too much food. All right. I believe 2 knives should pay for that. No, the rough one. That's a bit much for that amount of food, but okay. Let's go ahead and check that other village. Oh, no. That's alright. We don't need you, Hunter. Goodbye. I assume these guys are going to have a lot of dried food for us. They better. Oh, they actually have one permanent house here. Oh yeah, dried pike perches. We can actually trade for all of these. That'd be awesome. Oh, can we trade our rough hunting knife for it? All right. Wow. Oh my god, we've got so much preserved food already. This is so awesome. Oh, this is so amazing. We are off to such a good start, though. Our food is gonna be great. We've got. If we don't make a steady food flow with fishing, we can definitely just make a steady food flow from trading. So we'll drop all the dried crap into there. Wow. Alright, so I guess we're actually good. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a great start. I'll see you in the next one. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, please click on the playlist annotation above. If you want more videos that I've done, visit my channel, subscribe, like, comment, and the annotations. This is MrNoDStudios signing out. Bye-bye!